Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. These are my sleeping yoga assistants. I am using my props today. So I have a strap, I've got two towels to be cushions for my knees, and then I have my bolster as well. Find some space to move, even if you don't have any props, and let's get started. All right, so we are going to begin today laying down. You can have any cushions for your knees, your straps off to the side. I'm just going to lay on top of my bolster, but you can also lay flat on your back. And then for less of a back bend, you could place a pillow underneath your head, your shoulders, and all the way down your spine. For a deeper back bend, you might just place that pillow under the middle of your back. So your hips are on the ground, but your shoulders, your head will be resting on the ground, or your shoulders might be lifted slightly depending on how big your pillow is, but your head will for sure touch the ground. And if you need to add something under your head, like your hands to be a little pillow, you could get into your shoulders too, with the elbows pointing out to the sides. But depending on how you're laying, your back might be arching here, so allow it to do so. Maybe your shoulders are opening up a little bit. Can you soften them? And you might also bring your legs into a diamond shape if you want to get into your hips. Nice to do if you're flat on your back. So you're feeling something here. But whatever feels good for you today, let's just take a slow breath in and out. Just take a few moments here to slow down and start to tune into your body as well as your breath. So another breath or two before you start to move. Planting your feet on the ground. Bringing your arms to your sides. And if you're laying on top of something, we're going to take it out. And we'll all lay flat on our backs, but you can hug your knees to your chest if you'd like. Maybe sway side to side just to massage your back against the ground. Notice how you're feeling so far. Any sensations flowing through you. You can start to tip your legs over to the left, just stacking them. A twist. Just a few breaths here, not too long. But releasing the back if you were coming out of a back bend there. This twist should feel extra good. So use an inhale to lift your legs. You could tip them over to the other side when you're ready. Just a couple breaths. Nice work, you guys. Use an inhale to bring you out of your twist. Maybe hugging the knees back in. But you can decide if you're going to roll over or rock yourself forward. So we're going to come all the way up to seated and then onto our hands and knees. So meet me in tabletop. Just for a sway of the hip, maybe even the shoulders. And we're going to be finding a lunge. So if you have a cushion, for me, it's just a hand towel rolled up. It's going to go underneath the left knee first, and our right foot is going to come forwards for a lunge. So maybe something soft is going underneath your left knee so you can get a bit more comfortable in your lunge. But we're going to keep our foot in the middle of the mat. Our chest and our knee are nice and close together in this lunge. Now the left foot, the back foot can stay on the ground and you can just do this nice lunge. If you want to add a quad stretch here, you're going to try to keep your chest and your knee nice and close together, but we're going to be reaching back for our foot with our hand, or you can use your strap. Now, if you end up right on top of that back knee, because you're kind of sneaking out of the lunge, see if you can sink forwards and maybe you're resting on top of the knee a little bit more than right on the knee. So above the knee, not on top of the knee, above the knee. So feel free to use your strap, or maybe your hand can catch your foot and you're just trying to keep the chest and the knee snug together, kind of in the middle of the mat. Awesome work, you guys. Let your foot go if you've got it. Slowly send your hips back and point your toes up so you feel your hamstring. Nice half split. And just another breath or two here before you bend back into the front knee a little bit, just to find your way to tabletop. To shake it out as much as you need. And we are going to be switching sides. So the right knee might rest on top of something with the left foot coming forwards and sinking the hips forwards and down. Not too much of a break between sides. So you can decide if your back foot just going to stay on the ground. Focus on your hips. If you're going to lift that foot and reach for it, guess I don't need my strap really, but use your strap to make your arm longer if you need to. And trying to keep that chest and knees snug together, kind of in the center of the mat too. And still sinking your hips forwards and down. Nice work, you guys. Let your back foot go if you've got it. And slowly send your hips back. And maybe pointing your toes up. Forget about your hips and feel your hamstring. Awesome work, you guys. You can start to bend back into that front knee a little bit just to find your way all the way to tabletop. Or you can sit back on your heels, whatever you need right now, because we are going to do one more hip opener. And combine a little bit of shoulders as well. So it might look like child's pose and start like child's pose. And then you might end up going wider and wider with your knees and your feet. So that's why I've got 2 cushions for my knees. I'm going to start with my knees wider than usual in child's pose and my big toes together. I'm also going to bring my pillow back in because we're going to be leaning forwards. And I think I'm going to rest my forearms and my chest on top of my pillow. Maybe I'll just use the ground. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to keep this close by. So you can be in child's pose, legs, lower body. And we're going to be tucking our right arm underneath our chest and trying to lay on that arm. So you can keep your feet together, or you can bring some space between them and let your knees widen as well. And you can sneak your way into frog, a little slow, a little micro movement at a time. And the upper body is a nice distraction from the hips, I think. And also really good stretch. And I think I'm not going to use my pillow. I'm just going to bring my right arm underneath my chest and then lay on it. So we're going to keep our legs doing what they're doing, or maybe things are getting a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. But we're going to be taking our left arm and bringing it under the chest now. So you can switch sides with your upper body. And then very slowly, taking your arm out from under your chest. See how your hips feel without a shoulder, an arm underneath you. And you can stay a little longer in your frog if you'd like, your child's pose. You can start to bring everything back in, back together. Or maybe you end up in tabletop or sitting back on your heels. Somewhere else. Just giving your hips a chance to reset, relax. And same with your shoulder. We're going to be laying all the way down on our backs. Take your time getting there though, and move slowly if you're feeling a lot through your hips right now. Find your way onto your back eventually and just leave your feet planted. But you can sway your knees side to side. Loosening up through the hips. We're going to keep our feet planted here. We're going to be taking our hands and we're going to try to slide them underneath our hips. We're going to try to turn our palms to face up as well. Now you can start with your palms facing down and just kind of sit on your hands. See how that feels first? So your elbows might be out to the sides a little bit. To flip the palms up, you're going to have to tuck your elbows underneath you. And I actually like to interlace my hands together, snug my arms underneath me, and then let my palms face up. So the chest and your back might be lifted slightly, resting on your arms. Trying to let the palms face up. You can relax your fingers, let them curl, let them bend. And if you're on top of your arms right now, your hands lift up a little bit so you can slide them out to your sides. And you might place your hands on top of your belly and start to sway your knees side to side and just notice what you feel through your arms. You might wiggle your finger. And send your legs out long, one at a time. Rest your arms wherever is comfy. Maybe your hands are still on your belly. Can your body be heavy against the ground? Just feel your breath. And as always, I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you have time for today. But thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.